Yo, what is going on, guys? It's CE-Nifer, and today I'm going to make a quick little tutorial on how to render your clips in 60 FPS and fix your render settings. So to start off, you want to put your clips in Vegas, but make sure your clips are 60 FPS to start off with, because if it is not 60 FPS, then if you render in 60, then it'll be a fake 60 FPS clip, and you don't really want that. So if you don't know what I mean by fake 60 FPS, what that means is that the clip is 30 FPS, but you rendered it in 60 to make it look like 60, but it's really not. So I have this clip from my friend Serge, and he hit this 2-piece on Studio, which is actually pretty sick, but his actual clip right here, his actual clip is 60 FPS. The way you could tell is that if you click on it, it should be right here. It says frame rate. It says 59 frames per second. But his kill cam is 30 FPS or 29 frames per second. And that kind of sucks on his part, because I would have wished the whole thing to be 60 FPS. But it's fine, sir. It's fine if you're watching this. So I have the kill cam right here and the clip right here, and I split it where he shot. You don't have to do that, but I guess I just did it. And so his actual clip is 60 FPS, and what you want to do first is that hold Control on your keyboard and click on every single clip, and then right click one of them, and then hover over switches right here, and then click disable resample. Now if you don't know what resample is let me just quickly put it on in this part right here and render it. Resample test. Okay. Let me just quickly render this real quick just so I can show you what it is. So as you can see inside the render already, that there's like an overlay of the game footage, and it looks really ugly. Like right here, as you can see, there's like an overlay of the same thing, and it looks really ugly, and it's really hard to edit with, and it just doesn't look good overall. Yeah, like see right here, like the gun has like multiples of itself, or like right here. And to fix that, all you have to do, let me cancel this. All you have to do is right click it, either go to switches and click disable resample, or click properties, and then it's right there. So that's the first step. After you cut up your clip and everything, what you want to do is click above the timeline in this blank space right here and highlight everything that you want to render. So I'm going to render the actually I'm going to render the part that's only 60 FPS. And now we want to get your render settings fixed. So to do that, either click render as right here, or click file, render as, and then you won't be seeing any of this. And you should be at this screen. What you want to do then is look for main concept AVC/AAC MP4, and you want to open that up and scroll down to Internet HD 720p and Internet HD 1080p. And you want to favorite those two by clicking on the star next to it. Just favorite those two, and then go to show favorites only, this little checkbox right here, so it should show your favorites only. And these are the two that we just favorited. Ignore all the others. These are the two that we just favorited. I would recommend the render in 720p, because your clip is in 720p if you're trying to record on console with 60 FPS. So either way, there's no point in rendering in 1080p unless you're on PC. So then highlight it so that's blue, and then click customize template right here, and it should open up this window. But then as you can see, it says frame size 720 and everything. Keep everything here the same. And right here it says frame rate 29.97, which is not what we want. We want to change it to 60. So what you want to do is highlight it and then change it to 60, or not plus, 60, right there. And then at the top, if you want, you can change it to Internet HD 720p and then just add 60 FPS after it so that you know that this is the preset that's 60 FPS. Then just click Save Template and then OK. But I already have it saved right here. And you always want to render with this for your clips. So if I were just to render this real quick on 720p 60 FPS, let's just name this render 60 FPS, I don't know, and let's render it real quick and I'll get back to you when this is finished. Alright guys, I'm back after the render, and I actually rendered the kill cam also in 60 and the original clip, here it is in 60 and in 60. But as you can see, I rendered this one in 60, and this was originally the 60 FPS clip, and as you can see, it's 60 FPS. This one, it was 30, but now it's saying that it's 60, but it's a fake 60, and I'll show you what that is right now. And to tell that if a clip is a fake 60 FPS clip, what you want to do is go to your your project settings, which is right here, project video properties, right next, like right above the preview, or it's right here at properties, and put your frame rate to 59.94, which is 60 FPS, and click OK. And the way to tell that if a clip is fake 60, make sure right here, if you look right here, it says project is in 60 FPS and the preview is also in 60 FPS. So then if you click on the next frame right here, it should change to a new like part of the clip. So if I click next frame, it changes the position a bit, but then if I go in the kill cam and I go like right here and I click next frame, it stays the same movement until I click twice. So I would have to click twice to make the preview change up here. And that's how you know if the clip is a fake 60 FPS clip. So be sure to record your clips in 60 and make sure your your resolution of your console is at 720p, and make sure to disable your resample on all your clips. Make sure you do that, because if you don't, it will make this really terrible looking motion blur. And that's been it. It's been Nifer, and hope you guys enjoyed.